Hi friends, welcome to Pilates with Tal. Today I'm going to be taking you through a deep core, including a diaphragm and pelvic floor activation. So let's get started. You're going to start in a tabletop position on your mat with your hands under shoulders, knees directly under hips. Your knees are about hip width distance apart. And can you start to breathe into your belly? Imagine it's a balloon and it's expanding in every direction for 3, 2, 1. And then can you imagine that entire balloon collapsing in on itself? So your core is coming in from the sides, from the top, from the bottom for 3, 2, 1. Expanding that core again, just like a balloon. So your top / diaphragm and pelvic floor are expanding. Your entire core is expanding from the side for 3, 2, 1. And then imagine that core contracting as you exhale and diaphragm and pelvic floor coming in towards one another for 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Nice big inhale, everything expands. And then maybe imagine pushing through a straw with your lips for 3, 2, 1. Last one, just like that. Nice big inhale, belly, and everything expands and then contracts. When you're ready, we're going to start to bring our knees just slightly closer in together. Contract through the core, through the diaphragm, through the pelvic floor. Lift your right knee up to hover and start to draw tiny circles going in one direction. Trying to keep your hips as stable as possible. Trying to feel a contraction with your diaphragm closing in on your pelvic floor. So your diaphragm lives just at the bottom of your rib cage and your pelvic floor lives just below your hips. For 3, 2, 1, and then reverse those circles. So anytime we add instability through the core, our deepest layer activates to keep us balanced, but sometimes we need to actively work through it so that other parts of the body don't overcompensate. Last 2, and 1. When you're ready, you're gonna start to draw circles going out towards the right with your right side again, but this time they're gonna be much bigger. Keep going here. If at any point this starts to feel like a lot on your wrists, can you come onto your fists instead? For 3 in this direction, 2, 1, and then reverse. Keeping the crown of the head nice and long for 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee back in. We're gonna go right into the other side. So again, pushing through your hands, making sure that you're activated through your underarms here, and then lift your left knee, start to draw tiny circles. For 3, 2, 1, reverse that direction. Trying to keep your core as stable as possible for 3, 2, 1, and then you're gonna reverse, draw an even bigger circle here. For 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Last 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, bring that knee back down. Again, place all your weight on your right hand, left knee. You're gonna open the right knee out towards the side, open the left elbow out towards the side, bring everything back in. Keep going here. Last 3, 2, 1, keep that arm hovering, keep that knee hovering. Can you reach your right toes, left arm away from your body, bring everything back in. Reach and bring it back in. As you're doing these movements, actively connecting to the deepest layer of the core, imagine that balloon and you're trying to compress it from every corner, from the top, from the sides, from the bottom, but keep breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. We'll go right into the other side. So left knee opens and closes right away. Right arm comes along with you. For 5. Last 3, 2, 1. Bring everything into hover. Can you send your left leg long, right arm long, bring it all in, keep going. For 3, 2, 1, coming all the way back in, right away. We're going to swing our legs around, coming to lie down on the mat. And then find your hands on your hip points. So again, we're going to do that deep belly breathing. Can you breathe in towards your hands? Feel your deep core expand in every corner, in the front, in the back, up and down. Keep going here, and then let it go. Keep going just like that. Expand that balloon and let it go. Last 2. And last 1. On that last one, can you hold that contraction? Pause, press through the heels, lift all the way up into your bridge, lower back down. So bridge is also an incredible movement, literally for the entire body, but especially for the deepest layer of the core, for the pelvic floor. And if you really are intentional about your breathing, your diaphragm, pelvic floor, and your entire deep core are working together. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, down towards the sides, and lift back up, keeping your hips up and stable, using your glutes, using your core for 3, 2, 1. Keep your arms reaching. Bring your right leg into tabletop. Pause. Bring your left leg along to meet it. Can you bring your palms in towards one another? Send your right arm, left leg long. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Keep going like that, switching from side to side. For 3, 2, 1. And then bring your hands into touch. Bring your knees and inner thighs into touch. Can you start to pulse everything in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your hands in together, holding your inner thighs, squeezing here. Feel that deep layer of the core activate for 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees back to hip distance. Bring your hands back to shoulder distance, palms face forward. Can you lower your right elbow as your left knee opens and back in? Opposite limbs, keep going just like that. So as you reach through the arms, can you move them with a ton of intention? You're pulling something in towards and then pushing something away from you. Notice how, depending on where and how you're moving, you're feeling different sensations through the core. For 3, 2, last 1 on each side. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. Take a rock and sway from side to side. And then turn that into a rock forward and back. Find yourself in a crouching position. And then slowly, can you find yourself coming up to standing? Go really slow. We don't want to feel dizzy coming up. And then when you're ready, you're gonna squat it down, feet are about hip width distance apart. Can you send your right leg long, left arm long, bring it back in. Maybe the next time your right leg goes back, your right arm goes back, keep going. Also knowing that this is very activating for the core. Even though it seems like a movement through the legs and through the arms, they're obviously doing a lot, but again, I always say that's the most fun thing about Pilates. You learn that the whole body works together. Nothing happens in isolation. We're here for 3, 2, 1. You're gonna bring your hands into together, bring your right leg into tabletop. And then send that leg back behind you. You're here for 3, 2, maybe you send your arms back as your knee comes in. Last one, holding it here. Can you start to draw circles with your knees? For 3, 2, 1, and reverse. For 3, 2, 1. Lower that foot down. Shake it all out, and then when you're ready, you're gonna squat it down, send your left leg, right arm away from one another, bring them back in, keep going. Keep going here, maybe your left arm is moving along with you. For 3, 2, 1, bring your hands into heart center. The next time your left leg comes in, you're gonna lift it up into tabletop, send your leg back behind you. Keep going here. For 3, 2, maybe your arms come to reach the next time your knee comes in. Last one, hold it here, drawing tiny circles with that left knee. For 3, 2, 1, let it go. Shake it all out. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Reconnecting to that earlier breath, can you breathe into your core as if it was a balloon expanding in each direction? Feel your hands lift and then lower back down. Keep going like that just for 3 more. Last one. And that is the end of your deep core activating flow. Thank you so much for moving with me. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and leave any suggestions in the comment box down below. Thank you as always.